Bear with me. Yeah, I've only played this version of the game once. And I was like, okay. I'd rather play the Super Nintendo one if you don't mind, but it is what it is. But I played this version once, and I played the reshelled version a couple times on the Xbox 360. But sadly, I don't have a way to play that anymore. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that was weird. Apparently it thought I had two controllers plugged in, but they were both being controlled by the same controller. Alright, we're gonna max it out. Oh, apparently it goes over 100. Alright, let's go to one. Oh man, I overshot it. Now we gotta go. Alright, there we go. We'll start at 200 and see how many lives it takes us to get through.
This is April O'Neil reporting.
What was that Krang noise? Oh.
Hey, Krang! Bring that statue back, you bloated beanbag!
I forgot about the voice acting in it. So good. Alright. Alright. Here's my attack button. Okay, Splinter, just chill. Whoa. The jump also kicks? Oh, this button is like pressing both buttons at once. I gotcha. Okay, there is no run button in this one. You don't double tap in this game to initiate the running. You apparently have to hold. That's kind of annoying. It's gonna make it a lot more difficult to do my total legit strats for beating large groups of enemies without getting hit. That I utilized in the Hyperstone heist. I love that they thought so little of TMNT fans that, oh no, it's going off the screen. They didn't think we would know the pizza is health, so they had to like put a big heart on it.
Prepare to die.
What? Who said that? There we go. You gotta slam them to the beat on this one. I remember that from the Hyperstone heist manual. It said it worked in the other versions of this game too.
Pizza time.
Down here, coward, and fight me. Come on. Yeah, one thing that the Super Nintendo has that this one doesn't, which I never really fully understood, was a health bar. In this version, it's just like the classic Konami. The more damage they've taken, the faster they flash red. But in the Super Nintendo version, they actually have a health bar, so you can see exactly how much you're progressing. Gross. Did he like turn back into a dude there for a second?
Alley Cat Blues.
Oh, ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba.
Cool off, sucker.
Cool off, sucker. What a good line. Ow. Oh, there's one life down. 198 to go. Oh, there's a pizza right here too. Yeah, welcome to this game's version of Roadkill Rodney. I don't really know where that design came from, but I don't really think I've ever seen it in a lot of other... I feel like there might be one other game that uses them, but I can't remember if it came like much later. Oh my god, this thing's so annoying. So annoying! Yeah, they don't have the electronic lasso anymore. They just punch you.
Pizza power! Cool off, sucker.
Oh, shell shock. Keeps doing this like weird jump attack while I'm trying to combo.
I'm going to mangle you, green slime balls.
What is that voice? Oh my gosh. Gonna mangle us, green slime balls.
This cave is creepy.
What the heck? Since when is there a hole there? Alright, let me get the pizza.
Pizza time.
Oh, he's got the dragon kick hip swivel going on. Don't fall in the cave is creepy. Dude. Owning me. What the heck, dude? Leave me alone. I wonder what drove the decision to have him flash yellow instead of red. I think almost all the other enemies in this game
This cave is creepy.
flash red when they're dying, but this one for some reason is yellow. Dude, he's kicking my butt. This game is much harder than the Super Nintendo version.
Creepy.
Oh, shell shock. I guess they don't say that one in this game.
Sewer surfing.
This one is also weird because why is that so fast? The game like transitions from this like surfing level to the time travel part, but they didn't really have a good setup for it, so it just like Shredder just like appears. It's like you're going back in time, and that's it. Whereas in like the SNES version, they had after this they had the Technodrome level.
My toes, my toes.
Oh, my toes. They had the Technodrome level, where you actually fight Shredder in his like mech suit that he's famous for having.
Pizza time. My toes, my toes.
And then he like opens the time portal and like escapes, you know, into the past to play some shitty games that suck ass. And then the turtles like follow him, or they get sucked in, or I don't know, but it makes a lot more sense. But in this one, you're just like surfing through the sewer, fighting a bunch of Foot Clan, and then eventually like Shredder will like astral project his image into the sewer and just be like, ah, you're going back in the past. We'll see you later. Hopefully not. Toidles. Come on. Dude, the little spiky gates in this one are like impossible to avoid. I guess I do have to keep in mind, like, this was an arcade game, and so, like, the intent was to munch the quarters, as they say.
My toes, my toes.
It is a lot harder than the Super Nintendo variant. Back in the day, I don't know, it was probably close to 10 years ago when I first started streaming, actually. Come on, dude.
Pizza time.
I messed around with some retro achievement stuff, and I did Turtles in Time, and got the achievement for beating the game. I can't remember if it was beating the game without dying or beating the game without continuing. I think it was continuing on hard difficulty with Raphael, I think. I don't know, it was very specific. The achievement list in that game was pretty tough, but I managed to 200% it, which means that you got 100% of the achievement, but you did it with like a mode enabled where you're not allowed to save state.
My patience is wearing thin. I'm banishing you to a time warp from which you
Good
will
God.
never return.
My eyes. Holy crap, they
Prehistoric Turtlesaurus.
did not care if kids had seizures back in the 90s, I'll tell you that. But anyway, I got all the achievements, and I felt accomplished. And then like a week later, I got a notification from Retro Achievements for whatever reason. Because somebody added a whole bunch of achievements to the list, so I no longer had 200%. I now had like 50%. And they added a bunch of just like ridiculously hard, like nobody's gonna do this. I'm sure people did it, but I didn't do it. That kind of irked me, and kind of is part of why I stopped doing retro achievements. I know now that they I think they usually, like, once the achievement list is like set, they don't just let people add to it anymore, but instead they like make a second list. So that if people want to do like a challenge set, they can do that without negatively impacting people who have like either already got their achievement, or who don't want to be super hardcore. I mean, I understand, like, by nature, at least to some degree, if you're doing retro achievements, like you're a bit of a gamer, you know? What the heck, dude? There's so many bomb guys. But, yeah, I mean, like, some of them, like, there's, like, a challenge set for, like, Mario 64, where it includes stuff like beating the game without jumping, or, like, never hitting the B button or something ridiculous. It's like, that's the kind of stuff I don't need in my life.
Forgot the sun cream.
Oh, I don't think I've ever heard that line before. That's great. We're getting close to another one of the major differences between this version and the Super Nintendo. And that is the boss of this level in the Super Nintendo version is Slash.
Man,
But in this
I
game,
just
it's
had a
Cement
shower.
Man. You know, everybody's favorite TMNT villain, Cement Man. And he's not particularly threatening, which is funny because like the Slash boss fight in Turtles in Time on the SNES is like one of the hardest fights in the game. Like he kind of just stands there unless you like wail on him. But Slash is like very quick and like he frequently makes use of like a move
I just had
that makes him like unhittable. Very different fight. Yeah, exactly. There's a bunch of stuff for using like speedrun tech and glitches, and like I said, if you want to have a subset, that's fine.
skull and crossbones.
But I didn't like that they were able to just go add a bunch of hard achievements to the game that I already 100% and essentially take away my 100%. Not that anybody, in the grand scheme of things, nobody cares.
Forgot the sun cream.
But back then I was trying to like 100% as many games, or 200% as many games as I like could. And it was hard. And it felt bad when I came back one day and it's like, oh, you no longer have your 200% anymore because somebody went and added to all the games you played. But it was, you know, Retro Achievements, I believe at that point was fairly new. And so I just don't think they had like really figured that part out yet.
My nose.
My nose. But anyway, no use now crying over spilt milk. I don't even know my Retro Achievements login anymore. I haven't used it in probably
I feel seasick.
8 years. I probably have 0 of my 200% remaining.
Pizza power.
And honestly, nobody cares. Nobody's ever approached me on the street and been like, "Hey, how many Retro Achievement games have you 200%?" No matter how many times I try to get them to, they won't do it.
Ooh, I feel seasick.
There's a lot more voice lines in this one. It's kind of funny. Oh, the pincushion thrower. And here we'll see yet another difference between the two versions of the game. For those that are familiar with the Super Nintendo version, you will know the pirate ship level is famous for having you fight Bebop and Rocksteady at the same time. And they're dressed like era appropriate pirates. But in this version, you fight Toka and Razar, and they are not era appropriate pirates. They're just they're babies. Babies! You brought babies! I don't know if in this version you can do it, but I know in the Super Nintendo version, at some point during the fight, Bebop and Rocksteady will separate, and then they'll run into each other really hard. Yeah, like that. And if you have them both at low health, it's actually possible for them to double KO themselves, which is really fun. But it's hard to do. But it is one of the things that one of my rare accomplishments. I don't understand how Razar is almost dead, but Toka's not even flashing yet. Oh, they're gonna smash each other. Oh, he's still alive. The rain and the lightning is kind of it's a nice touch, but it's very distracting. Don't kick me, don't kick me! He has like one hit left, which is really annoying. Never mind, he has several hits left. I guess I thought in my life that retro achievements was really going to take off and like people would be like competitive about it like they used to be with Gamerscore, but it never really got that popular.
Bury my shell at Wounded Knee.
But they did recently add support for the Wii, which I thought was pretty interesting. I don't know that there are any Wii games that I would really want to try to achievement hunt, but like maybe something like Mario Kart Wii, but even that, I don't know that I would. I guess I would have to look at the list. This music slaps. The horse sound is so bad. Like I feel like the NES sound effects are like better, with the exception of like maybe the voice lines.
Ooh, I feel seasick.
Is he just like sitting down, like rubbing his face? What was going on there? Is that an idle animation or did something happen? That's weird. I don't know. Oh, these guys with the kunai with the chain. No, let me get the pizza. Let me get the pizza. Yeah, he's just like... I don't know why he does that in this, like, this spot, but, like, not other spots. Ouch. I really wish I knew how to get my arcade stick working again. I know I used it with my computer many, many moons ago. But it's a PlayStation 3 arcade stick. And I know there was like some extra steps or software I had to use to get it to work. But it's kind of a bummer because I would like to use it every once in a while when I'm doing stuff like arcade games, but I know it's probably been over a year ago at this point, back when Zero Counts was still doing the high score contests. I tried to get it working so that I could play, what's that game called? Oh man, it's the one where you like go around in a circle. Oh, my brain is just completely blank right now. I can't think and mash at the same time. Oh my gosh, and it's got like yeah, gyrus. Thank you. I'm like, the name is like literally like the word for like a gyroscope. And I was like, my brain just couldn't pull the word out. But I could remember like everything about it. I'm like, yeah, you fly through like all the solar systems, like through Saturn and Uranus, and God, this version is so much more a pain in the butt than the other version, who would just like hop up and down and let you hit him. So one of the things that I remember most about the Turtles in Time Reshelled, which was like a remake that they did for the Xbox 360 that didn't do very well. What the heck? Is that you could use the joystick for movement, much like you can in this game. But like you could like move at like a diagonal, but like the enemies couldn't. And so like if you just kind of like stood like off center from an enemy and like walked diagonally into them and hit them, like they couldn't hit you back. So like all the boss fights were, oh, ow, ow, kitty, oh, that's not the pause button. Ow. Come on, goober. You made me accidentally put more quarters in the machine. I'm trying to pause it. Okay. Alright, we'll see you later. Now I'll have to remember to add 2 to my death total, because I accidentally just added 2 more lives. I'm already up to like 20 deaths. Which is crazy, because I think I'm only like halfway through the game. Oh, actually, maybe we're much more than halfway.
Neon Knight Riders.
Yeah, because Neon Knight Riders, and then I think the Technodrome. But yeah, that was one of the fatal flaws I felt like with the Reshelled edition, because it just made the difficulty like trivial. Because you could just like walk on diagonals and just kill all the bosses that way, and they just couldn't do anything about it. The sad part is like the Reshelled soundtrack was really good. At least I remember it being really good. Maybe it's not, but I remember it being good. I remember it being like very like heavy on like the bass guitar, which gave it like a really nice like sound, just like slapping the bass. But oh, hold on. No, don't. What? Oh, I can't figure out what button to pause this freaking game. We'll get rid of that. The horrendous gender 3U. Oh, they made me miss the pizza. I was busy trying to ban a bot. And then I died because of it. That bot cost me a life. Now I'm only gonna add 1 back into my total, because that shouldn't count. That doesn't count. All the Roadkill Rodneys are back. But this time their gloves are blue. That's how you know they're from the future. Come on. It's so weird on the surfing levels, like when you try to move forward, like they lean back like they're doing the limbo. I haven't quite figured out what purpose that serves. I guess they're increasing their aerodynamics, you know, decreasing drag. Oh, I totally missed all the pizzas. Oh boy, it's Super Krang. Ow. Sometimes I feel like like my guy keeps turning around, facing the wrong direction. What? You can't turn around and hit me like that. I attacked you from behind while you're doing the missiles. That's supposed to be free hits. This game sucks. Are you gonna do the attack where he spits all the orbs up in the air, or is that only in the Super Nintendo? And nope, there it was. Ow. Come on, dude. this guy's breaking my balls. Dude, it's just like every time I stand up, I get hit again. Like, I can't avoid it. I mean, again, I understand this is an arcade game, and they were designed to do that to you. This is ridiculous.
You're going to pay. Cowabunga!
Cowabungas.
Starbase, where no turtle has gone before.
All right, let me. Getting warm in here. I keep forgetting it's not winter anymore. Actually, it's warmer here. I haven't turned my air conditioner on either because it hasn't really been that hot yet. But it gets stuffy back in here with the computer on, and I've had it on all day because I worked from home, and then was doing some stuff in here after work. I've pretty much been at the computer all day with a small interlude to eat a super sloppy meatball sub and watch an episode of The Mandalorian.
I'm trapped.
I only got one. I think I only got one episode left. Period. And then I guess I got to go see that movie or something. I still can't believe how, like, marketing departments, like,
I feel seasick.
I've never taken a marketing course or anything, but I know good marketing because I get marketed to, right? And effective marketing works. And the fact that they're coming out with a Star Wars movie in the month of May and releasing it on the 22nd is maybe like the biggest marketing fumble I can think of. And then I saw an ad for my my local, I guess local baseball team, the Cleveland baseball team. I saw an ad that they're doing a special bobblehead giveaway. Because they have a player on their team named Kyle Manzardo, and that's one of his many monikers and nicknames is the Manzolorian. And so they're doing a Manzolorian bobblehead giveaway where it's Kyle Manzardo dressed in Mandalorian armor, and they're doing it on May 9th. I just I don't know, man. I feel like there's got to be somebody out there who could have been like, hey guys, you know, like May the 4th is like the big Star Wars day because it's like a real big pun, and all the nerds love to say May the 4th be with you, and like the real fans are like real cringe about it, but like all the people who became fans like later, they love it. Why don't we capitalize on that? No? Okay, we'll do it on the 22nd. I don't know, man. But I don't know, like, I'm kind of averse to situations where like I get really invested in a TV series and then they're like, okay, we're gonna do the big conclusion and it's a movie and it's only in theaters now, so you know you're still gonna oh, I didn't realize I had no health left. I would have picked up the pizza.
Now I'm too cool.
Too cool, baby. God.
Now I'm
This,
too cool.
the freeze rates in this are ridiculous. Get me out of here. Get me out. Like, I still gotta pay for the streaming service. But if I want to see the movie, I gotta go to the movie theater and pay like 18 bucks to see a stinking movie. Kitty, what do you want? Are you mad about the movie too? Come here. You can tell everybody how much you hate capitalism. So then I'm either forced with, you know, the dilemma. Do I go pay 18 bucks to go see the movie in the theater? Or do I try to wait for 5 months without getting it spoiled for me so that I can watch it on the streaming service that I'm already paying for? But meanwhile, I've had to pay for 5 more months, which is like 50 bucks.
Pizza power.
There's just no winning. It just sucks. Like, just finish the series on as a series. I shouldn't even say finish. I don't even know if it's the end. It's just like the next, you know? I haven't finished season 3 yet, so I don't know what's going to be going on after that.
You
But
shellheads are dead.
oh, this guy is such a pain in the. This is one of the harder bosses in the Super Nintendo version because these stupid robots just like keep hitting you with the stun ray, and he just keeps summoning them like over, and then like half the time you can't hit Krang. He's like just floating out of like striking range,
I'm trapped.
but then he's like constantly teleporting. It's just like, oh yeah, then he does that.
Anyone got a pin?
Anybody else got a pin? This version just seems like even worse because he's spawning the robots so fast.
Anyone got a pin? Anyone got a pin?
So I know how to beat Super Shredder in the Super Nintendo and the Genesis version. So I'm hoping that this one
Anyone got a pin?
will be. I honestly don't remember the fight here. If it's the same as those two versions or if it's different.
I'm trapped.
Because if it's like the other two, you just wait for him to do the freeze attack up in the air, and then you hit him.
I'm trapped. Anyone got a pin?
Man, this is where we're racking up the deaths here.
I'm trapped.
God, these things suck so bad.
I'm trapped.
Even when I try to jump around, they like anticipate when you're going to be landing. And like the leap slash doesn't hit them. Like, I don't know. This game's irritating me now.
Anyone got a pin?
Trying to get every last fake quarter out of me. Oh, I think it took me about 40 lives to beat Arcade Game 2. Which would be about $10 worth of quarters. Is it 10? 10? Or 20? I guess it would be 20, because I think you only get 2 lives per quarter. At least in this version of the game. I think in the arcades they were able to like change changed the number of lives you get, because I think when I used to play it at the swimming place, you would get 3 lives per quarter, and then when I would play it at Chuck E. Cheese, you only got 2.
Let's go.
That hole's our way home.
Technodrome, the final shell shock.
Okay, there's not another level. Dang, he's big. Oh, he's got a sword? Yeah, this is not the same fight. He still turns his elbows inside out when he gets hit. But it is, it's not the same fight. He's not doing the, fire, ice, and de-evolution and ray attacks. I mean, I guess, well, no, we're not in the future anymore. We just went back, in time, or forward, and we went some direction in time to the present. I guess that would be back in time, because we were in the future for the Neon Knight Riders. And then we went back to the present. Oh, what was that? Yeah, this is a similar but different fight. I don't know why he keeps doing the, like, levitation thing. Like, in the SNES games, he would do it to, like... because he would, like, levitate and then, like, warp around on the map. But in this version, he just goes straight up and then right back down. This is weird. I kind of wonder which one of these was developed first. Like, I think the arcade game came out first, but, like... this feels like the weird instance where the home console version was, like maybe the canonical version, and then the arcade was, like, some sort of weird port. It is just very strange. Come on. You can do this without dying. Again. Never mind. Come on. Oh, I don't want to die again. Oh, I forgot I have to add 2 to my total anyway, because I... oh, he does do a he does do a de-evolution ray. He also does force push for some reason. I mean, why not? He's got a lightsaber now, so I guess he's just a Sith Lord. No, wait, the lightsaber's green, so he's a Jedi. That didn't work. That didn't work. Oh, I wanted to get hit by that again. I want to hear the voice line again. Hit me with the shrink ray. No, hit me with the shrink ray. No, hit me with a shrink ray. No, hit me with a shrink ray. No, hit me. No, hit me with a shrink ray. Oh. Oh, that was it.
Where's my rattle?
Where's my rattle? Oh, classic. What the heck, dude? How is he so fast? He's like wave dashing.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Our 4 reptilian heroes have overcome the arch villain Shredder.
Wait a minute, hold on. Oh, there it is. I was like, does it have the best part? Yes, it has the guy jumping in the foreground. Alright. Still got the same bopping music. Hold on. Well, I'll let this keep going. Well, hopefully this doesn't mess it up. Oh, apparently it's over.
Big Apple, 3 a.m.
Oh, apparently you just loop through until you use all 156 of your lives. We're not gonna do that. Alright, I need to take a quick break. I need to answer a text message from a family member. Nothing serious, but try not to be rude. So I'll be back in just a minute, and we will review this one up, and then we'll spin the wheel and see what else we're gonna play tonight. So